Well, today is going to be kind of a special episode. Not going to be one that we usually have ever had before.
That's also not a cop-out episode to have a short one.
Nope.
There's a reason.
There's a reason for the rhyme, and we just wanted to share something with you guys. We officially,
starting today,
whatever day this is, we will now and forevermore be known
as not the Boga Hunting Podcast.
Nope.
We are changing. This is, by the way, what it looks like behind us when we podcast. For people who watch us on YouTube, we have decided to rebrand. I suppose is what the kids are calling it these days. We've been a little backstory, and some of you who listen maybe know a little bit about it. But backstory about Boga was really just a joke and a place for Jared and I to post our hunting pictures we would take when we were out. Just because he'd go to a lot of cool trips and be like, let's have a spot where we put our favorites from wherever we go. It started there and somehow got out of hand. Ended with a podcast
in a good way. Out of hand in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. Where we have done a podcast and worked with a bunch of really great people and talked to some of the most knowledgeable hunters out there. And so we want to continue to do that, but we want to improve just a couple things. We want to go forward. We want to improve some of the quality of the things that we're putting out. We're working to up some of the visual media that we're putting out.
Yep.
Letting Mark, who will actually be joining the podcast fairly soon, really take the reins and do some cool stuff. We're working on some product that we, with other groups of people, I guess you could say, and that will be coming out even next year, and a whole lot of other things. We thought this would be the best way to do it. And so, I don't know, Jared, you want to talk about any reasons or any thought behind it?
Behind the
switch.
Behind the switch.
The transition.
For one, people were getting really confused with the name Boga.
Right.
Every time we would have a guest on, they'd always ask, what's Boga?
Are you from Georgia?
Or are you from Georgia?
We kept a couple of them in the episodes, but we'd edit some of them because we talk ahead of these episodes.
And we've told everyone in the past, it was just a mix between bow and yoga.
Again, because it was a joke. It was not intended to be.
It's like, oh yeah, that's an Instagram name that's not taken yet, so we're just gonna take it and run with it. And
yeah.
Eventually, now we've come to a time where it's like, all right, we can transition away from that name, and we'd like to have a brand that we can get behind, in that hopefully everyone else can get behind too.
And it's clear about what we're about. Every time we go in the woods, we want to pursue whatever game we are pursuing effectively,
Morally,
efficiently, and ethically. Yeah. We actually really value that highly. So very important to us that's going forward. Also expands us a little bit. We are archers at heart. That's going to be still 95% of what we are talking about, thinking about doing when we're in the woods. But we also like to grab a 22 and shoot squirrels, or a shotgun and go after waterfowl, or
the old 30-30 up
the
north.
lever action 30-30 up north for opening day November 15 in Michigan. So Jared,
you see that fly just come and want to be on the cast?
I don't blame him. So we are going to open it up to other content, to bigger stuff. And so we didn't want to just have this episode, show up on your feed as the fair chase. And you're like, what is that? Unsubscribe. We want you to see it and be like, now I know what it is. I'm going to tell 100 of my friends to subscribe, and they can tell 100 of their friends. And then those 100 friends can then tell 100 of their friends.
The ripple effect.
And we would love to see that. But that's kind of the idea behind it. Again, the podcast will be same format. We're going to have a different backdrop at some point. But for now, it's just it's going to be this door and me and Jared doing what we do. We're going to, like I said, we're going to be changing up some of the things about our podcast, where we're going to be podcasting. We might be doing it remotely from where Jared and I are. And adding in Mark, and because he brings a unique perspective in that, he's private land, much more experience there, kind of management of land, and I think that's a huge piece that people want to know about. So we're looping him into, and I'm excited for it. What do you got? Anything else to add? Do we have anything else we should be talking about?
No.
No.
I mean, that's
Get excited.
yeah. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a good change.
It'll be, it'll be great. I'm very excited.
I know.
for it.
It's like you have so many things that you want to talk about and be like, oh, I want to say this, this,
Yeah.
and this. But it's like, really?
We can't say too much.
We can't say too much, but we want to get the word out that this is a big change. Yeah, we're excited. We hope you guys are too.
So follow along. We're going to be changing on all the social media channels. We're going to be putting out a lot more video content. Excited for that. I just recorded 4 videos with Mark the other
Yeah,
day.
you did.
Got a few more to record. We're going to be doing an ultimate whitetail series. So ultimate things that you should have in your whitetail kit if you want to, what we think is like the ultimate setup for being successful in the woods. So with that said, thank you for, I don't know, how many years has it been? Several?
Mm-hmm.
And we're hoping for at least several more. We like to do this, and so always reach out with feedback, comments, and no matter what your feedback is personally to us, just go on Apple and then rate us 5 stars, no matter what you think. We really appreciate that. I think we can all agree. All right, thank you. We'll see you soon.